folks. About to get some rain.
All right, we're out here. We're here. I'm Tony. This is Sean. He sold me my bike at Old School Harley Davidson. This is his Lowrider S. And what are we going to be doing to it today?
So I'm currently running a Fox ISP rear monoshock. I've been super happy with it over the stock shock. I mean, it's much better rebound, smoother ride, a little bit stiffer than I expected it to be. But it's a stock height shock, and it actually ended up dropping the bike like half an inch. So it's a little lower than I'd like it to come up a little bit as far as ground clearance, lean angle, all that stuff. So
Need all the angle.
I got an opportunity to try out a Legend. They actually didn't have one when I put this Fox in there. And then a couple weeks after, of course, is when they came out with the Legend rear shock. So I also have Legend front suspension. They're Axio cartridges in the front. So with their valving, I talked to the Legend rep, and it was recommended that, you know, obviously to run their Legend with it. It's valved correctly. It's matched for it. So it's about an inch taller than stock, so it should be quite a bit taller than this one, and hoping for a little bit better ride, a little softer. So
Plus, it's beefy looking.
it is pretty chunky. Yeah, this thing is no joke.
Grab it so they can see the girth.
Yeah, this thing is mean. So lots of adjustment for rebound, preload. All looks pretty easy to do, so we'll check it out.
All right, let's start taking it apart.
Yeah, this one only has 3.
The old ones used to have.
So they're really
like
big
10.
changes as far as going in between.
The
Like
adjustment for the rebound.
each notch makes a huge change, whereas I think on the Legend you can do
fine-tune it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see what I mean about preload? This is just how it came out of the box, set to this preload. They give you, 1 through 5 here to show where your preload is.
Yep.
I never set it. So,
What's it at?
Oh, you got
1.5. So,
Me and Graham dialed ours in because mine was way too stiff for just me.
Yeah.
well, and this one's fairly stiff too, but I don't know if with riding a passenger, maybe having a little bit more preload might have actually helped that a little bit. But the main reason for me though in changing this is it's basically shorter than stock. So
Right, so you want to get a little
wanna-
more height out of it, and you got an opportunity to run something.
and Fox,
More adjustment.
the only offer that they had besides doing a factory height was to go to a 13.5, their RSD one, which is, now it's dirt bike height, and I didn't really want to go that tall. So I want to be a Dynabro. So
Yeah.
they didn't have a 13, and Legend does. So yeah,
Softail guy.
I'm a Softail bro. So we're actually being kind of lazy right now because we're trying to do this without taking the fender off, which you can do. If you don't want to be lazy and you want to take the rear fender off, it's literally just these 2 bolts on the strut on either side and unplug your taillight from here. It's all one harness and you can take the whole piece off. I'm being lazy, so
So we're just going to try to sneak
gonna
in
try
there
to
with
do
some
it.
short tools and see if we can wiggle it out of there.
it's just a pinch bolt that you have to get to loosen up. That'll allow you to take the bottom shock bolt out. The top shock bolt is fully accessible, and then it just pops right out. Oh yeah, there's definitely a height differential between these two. So probably, I'd say probably about close to an inch.
Yeah, so that's
Between the
quite
two.
a bit.
1 inch makes a difference.
Well, you can see the spring on the Fox is pretty beefy, even compared to the Legend. This is no joke. Their coating, their build quality, I had nothing bad to say about Fox. I mean, they definitely put together a killer shock. We'll see how the Legend rides, and I'll still have both, so one way or the other, we'll find out which one's better.
Sweet.
So it looks like the preload adjustment on this one's actually fairly easy. They give you the tool with it that actually just locks right in here, so it gives you a nice solid grip to it. The Fox one has a single ring adjustment too, but it's a lot harder to get a standard shock collar wrench on there than this tool is actually pretty cool. Came right with the shock, so very nice.
Yeah. Quality.
The fucking rest of it. Oh, there we go.
Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're filming? So we ended up having to take the fender off?
Fucking Susquehanna. Yeah, we definitely were just being
Because
lazy
this
and
shock's
that was-
longer. The other one came out with that much to spare. This one's an
This
inch longer.
one, not so much.
Do the math. 3 plus 3 is 7.
Oh, we got to get the
Sorry.
swing arm to drop down a bit more also.
Yeah, I'm going to take this board out and you should be perfect.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
I say just run it.
No seat.
Send
It
it.
looks good like that.
Oh, look at this. Garbage. All right, so we got the shock back in. Everything torqued down as far as the bolts go. Pinch bolt tightened. Definitely remember to do that one. So we just got to get the fender back on here, get everything tightened up, and then we'll set the sag. Make sure that's all good to go. Should be done.
Slap her in.
All right.
A lot more gappage.
Yeah. So set and sag, you just pick a spot. Usually like your fender strut's a nice straight spot. So you're going to measure from like the top side to the bottom of your axle here, which we've got 15 3/8. So you measure that distance. Then we're going to lower the bike down so the tire's not suspended, put the seat on, and I'll sit on there so that it's compressed. We'll measure it again, and your sag between those 2 points should be somewhere between 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 inches. And then anywhere within that is just kind of preference, but should be somewhere within that gap. Get the seat on and do
Cool.
that.
We'll sag her down. Shocks. Sag. So there was a little bit too much sag. So
A little bit too much, so we're just going to crank up the preload a little bit and see if we can dial it in a little bit more. We're just over where you want to be. You want to be 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 inches. We were what, inch and
1 1/8.
inch and an eighth? So I don't know what would constitute one
It probably
hot
doesn't
turn.
take that much.
All right, guys, we're all set. Got everything back together. As you can see, even just by visually looking at it, it's sitting substantially taller. Just by a quick measurement we did, it looks like it gained about 2 inches of height from going from the Fox to the Legend. So just sitting on it, we're just setting the sag. It already feels like it's a lot softer. It's got a little bit more travel in it. So it'll be interesting to see how this performs versus the Fox. I'd certainly love to do a follow-up for you guys, and we'll see how it performs.
Yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more Softail content, we'll do a Bike of the Month video of Sean's Lowrider here and some other bikes. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. And thanks for watching.